Want me to sing? Yeah.
About ready to go back to the school district, man?
They don't want me, man. After being castrated on the radio,
Cut
they
it off,
don't.
man, before they get you.
Testing 1 2. Testing. Yeah.
All right, we're calling together the Human Resource Committee for tonight. Where's actually
Justice.
Yes.
Justice Holcomb, if you would, let me get the roll call done.
Okay.
Then you can do that. Again, welcome to the agenda for the Quorum Court Committee meeting tonight, Tuesday, May 16th. We'll start with roll. Justice Agee. Here. Justice Adams. Justice Byrd. Present. Justice Carroll.
Here.
Justice Dumas. Here. Justice Gaddy.
Here.
Justice Harden.
Here.
Justice Holcomb.
Here.
Justice Jackson. Here. Justice Patricia Royal Johnson. Here. Justice Reginald Johnson. Here. Justice Marguerite Williams.
Here.
Justice Lloyd Franklin, Jr. Next, we'll have the report of the committees and start with Human Resource, and I'll leave the reports in the justice's hand.
Human Resource Committee call to order. We have two items on the agenda tonight that both deal with adopting the procedures for Jefferson County Court regular and special call meetings. We first one is a 19-page adoption, and the second is a 3-page adoption.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to make a few comments. We've been 5 months now. This is the 5th month we got that we haven't been able to take care of the county business. And in the previous 30 years, I guess it is, we've had the AAC procedure guide that we went by. And if necessary, then we went to Robert's Rule of Order. All else was standard operating procedures, and it's always Yeah, the two items we got, number one, like you addressed, has 19 pages on it. A lot of it doesn't really, not germane to operating procedures as we're looking at. Number two, 2.5 pages, and it directly talks about policy and procedure. And there's been a lot of discussion about it, and the judge in the past, in some of the months, has already revised his motion or his ordinance and took out two items that was requested by two JPs. One of them was the quorum and one of them was the emergency item. So he's made a concession on that. But what we've got here is we need to get the business of the county taken care of tonight, and then Monday night. Full court, we have 19 items or 20 items hanging in full court items that we can't get past to the full court, but they're just hanging there. But anyway, we have a system where if there's anybody has a question, any ordinance that we have a chairman that you can go to. And if you can't get the resolution done by the chairman, then you can go to the county judge. He's always had an open door policy, and he still does. So I'm going to move that we approve item number 2 as our operating procedures and adopt them and move that on to the full court with a due pass.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I got a discussion.
Okay.
All right, now, we're looking at both of these adoptions, and Mr. Hart explained the process before as number 1 to go to number 2, but as we remember that number 2, it's been on the agenda for about 5 months, at least 4 months. Now, going back to number 1, it was actually motioned and second to move to the full court, so considering that it was moved and motioned to the full court, I'm confused on why it's still in committee.
When it was voted down, the last vote we had was voted down, so then it's my understanding it goes back to committee.
Now, number 1 wasn't voted down, because we had talked about it. That's the one we've been talking about getting on the agenda for the last few months.
So, but it's got to go through committee.
But why go back to the committee? It was motion and second to go to the full court. And this is the first time it's been on the agenda for the last few months.
Okay. We're in the process of trying to vote to put something on the agenda for the full court. And it's up to the members of this committee how they decide to proceed from this point forward.
So we voted on this again, and it's already been voted on?
It's been motioned in the second, and we're either going to vote it up, vote it down, or amend it, whatever we're going to do as committee members.
Point of order, Chairman.
Let's see, it's me, Ted, Mr. A.G., Ms. Gaddy, you, Conley, and Mr. Jackson. If you're not on the committee, you're not allowed to speak during this committee meeting.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
You're not on the committee, so you're not allowed to speak.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. I have it for clarification purposes. The statement you just made, if you're not on the committee, you can't speak. To what rule in the Robert's Rules of Order or the Arkansas Constitution are you stating?
I'm just stating that you're not allowed to speak in this committee. That's as far as it's going to go. So
what rule are you speaking to?
All those opposed, please say no.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Do we have any no's?
Mr. Chair.
Okay, it passes. Committee is.
I think they had one. We get a roll call.
We didn't have any no's. Why would you want a roll call if there's no no's? But then we voted on the second.
But you didn't take care of the first one. You didn't dispense the first one.
The motion was made to dismiss the first and move with the second. Is what was brought up, and that's what we voted.
So for point of clarity, the people that voted for this particular move, can you do a roll call so we'll know who voted for it?
Okay.
Because if it's not the majority, we want to know who's responsible when this goes to the full quorum court and is sent back to committee and defeated because you're not listening to the majority of the quorum court.
Okay, sir, you made your point, you're not on this committee, you're not supposed to be speaking.
That's not a rule also, sir.
It is.
What is the rule? Where did it come from?
You can go to the state, the state follows the same rule.
No, sir.
You're not on the committee, oh, yes, sir, I know for a fact. Roy Agee? Conley Bird?
Nay.
Okay, one yea, one nay. Ms. Bishop?
Yeah.
Mr. Harden?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
No.
Ms. Johnson?
Yeah.
We have 3 yeas, 3 nays, and I vote yea. That's,
had 2 nays.
we got 3 nays.
Very nice.
You had
You have 3 yeses to vote it, pass it, and you had three nays to defeat it.
That means it failed.
Now it means it goes,
The chair breaks a tie.
I break, but it's ties a yes.
How many's on the committee, Mr. Chair?
7's on the committee. Committee's adjourned.
I don't think he can vote. So basically, it's the same 4 people.